Uh-oh. There's always something. Good morning. Good morning. So, my friends, as I launch into the day, and we're happy that we can do these things from far away. Guess what? My Zoom is updating. So if you're trying to get into the Zoom room, just hold tight for a minute. It's updating, and we'll get you sorted any minute now. Oh my gosh. So let's just go see. Is this side working? Yes. There it is. Oh, I think it's launching. I think we're launching. Everybody, send some good chi vibes over to the... So let's see. Is it going to work? Then posting. Your client has been updated. Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. It works. Yay. It worked. My Zoom decided to update right in the center of all of that.
I was wondering, but yes, let's see now.
Thank goodness. Okay. Whew.
Yeah.
It's always a bit of a crapshoot, because when it decides to update, because my computer's a bit older, sometimes it doesn't take it very well.
Yeah, the update. Yeah, you never know when the system will be at the limit.
Exactly. But all is well. Hi, Colin. How's it going over there? So, tomorrow is Thanksgiving in the U.S., right, Colin?
Yes. Yeah.
As us two Canadians are hanging out here.
American Thanksgiving. We're past that, but
we did ours already. We already had our party. Did you know today is Doctor Who Day?
I'm a fan.
Yes, on this day in 1963, apparently, was the first episode of Doctor Who.
Ooh, 63, almost. Oh, wow.
And my, yes, it is. Colin says yes, Thanksgiving. Check. So that means today is Taiwan Day in the U.S. So I think that can mean two things. It could mean that this is the night that they party their butts off because they don't have to go to work tomorrow. Or it could mean they're tying on their apron to bake the pie.
Turkey.
Yes. Choose which one you want to do. One's healthier than the other. Yeah. Just going to say that.
I'm not a drinker, so I like more the soup.
So some pie would be great. I don't know that I've ever met a pie that I didn't like.
Right.
Yes, Colin says time went on to prepare for the whole family coming over for dinner. You know, when I was in Quebec City, I went to this restaurant that was in a house that had been built in, I think, the 1700s. And they had a chocolate pie. So good. And I had tortillere. Another kind of pie.
It's all in the pie.
It's all in the pie.
Chocolate in the pie.
Oh, I've got to let you know, by the way. Let me see. 117 days, 8 hours, 21 minutes, and 15 seconds until spring.
Yay, spring.
Like, it's getting so fast.
We're not even in winter, but we have the snow. I have the snow.
Buffalo has this much snow. Like, so much snow. It's funny because I've been talking to, as I'm getting ready for new guests on my podcast, I've been talking to people in the US, and I tell them I'm in Canada, and they ask me about the snow, and I say, Buffalo gets way more snow than we do. So,
At least this year, yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And it's also Eat a Cranberry Day
I love
and National Cashew Day.
that.
Chocolate pie,
Too.
right, Colin? Like, who wouldn't love a chocolate pie? So you and the fam should come up to Canada, go to Quebec City, old Quebec City, and the restaurant was something aux anciennes, something. It's white with red. I'll tell you later.
Oh.
I can't. It was a big long name.
Oh yeah, was it?
So
That's not good to remember.
Buffalo is the snow capital. True. So true.
In Canada, it's Quebec City.
I love Quebec City. It was great. Where's our other Diane today?
Did I see her?
I saw her on the
I
list.
think I saw her. I saw her yesterday because I was with DDR at 8:30.
What are we gonna?
It's 11:30 for us in Eastern, and I saw her on the podcast, not the podcast, but the Zoom room.
Cooking, yes, cooking for tomorrow. Oh yeah, Diane's probably cooking. Colin, you're right. What are we gonna do today?
For the family? Yeah, maybe.
What's our request for today?
Okay, like a pretzel, a pigeon.
Pigeon.
Yeah,
You don't? Did you say you don't feel like a pretzel?
Yeah, I feel like pretzel.
The monk raises the flag. Oh yeah.
That's food time.
I like that one. I feel like a rockette when I do that one.
Yeah. Kicking and
Kicking and flinging and raising flags.
I was thinking of this, I don't know why, yesterday about the 12th day of Christmas.
Not yet. Still November.
First week of December,
But yes, the 12 days of I'll be able to do the 12 days of Cheemas 3 times in a row. I'm looking at my calendar. The 7th, the 14th, and the 21st.
Okay.
We'll do the 12 days of Cheemas. They'll probably be different every single time because.
That's the fun part.
And I actually have more. I still have the lists on my desk in a little pile, so I don't lose them. And because sometimes I couldn't find them, I actually have multiple lists, so it changes.
Yeah.
And I'm always open to suggestions as well, as you know. So only 2 suggestions today?
No. Let's see. Okay, monk chopping wood.
Monk chop. We'll do the monks today.
Yeah.
Should we do the monk flares?
Yeah. We have a trio of that. The chopping, the flaring, and what else? The sleeping.
Raises his flag. We're raising his flag. We're chopping. We're flaring. And you want to sleep. The monk sleeps.
The pillows, the blanket over.
Colin and Diane are thinking the same. Might as well do the monk lays his head on the pillow. All right, that's probably enough. What do you say?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll throw some.
Improvise.
I always just make stuff up as I go along anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just see here. I'm just gonna mute the rowdy crowd. Are we ready? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. All right. Music maestro. We've got pies to bake and all those good things. So find your spot. Yes. Standing or sitting as you wish, but take a breath and stretch your arms out and give yourself a big ah. And whew. So, you know the rules. And there's only 2, so it's easy. The first rule is breathing. So as long as you're breathing, I'm happy. Sink it down. Ah. And then, of course, your second roll, just don't cause yourself any pain. Palms up, float up. Gather it in the front. So sometimes I might do something and you'll go, what? Forget it, man. I'm not doing that. That'll hurt. That's okay. You don't have to. Breathe in. You do you. Scoop in the front. Sink in the chi. Ah. One more like that. Take a breath. Make your arms light as air. Gather in all of this goodness. And melt it down. Now, if you're not there and you're ready, take your feet out just underneath you. And then open the door. The hands are going to float up in the front. And then you just let it go. Like a snowflake in Buffalo. You're just floating. Breathing in. And breathing out. Where's Steve? Steve, if you're watching this, breathe in. Where are you? Float up. And drift down. Float up. Hug the big tree. Open wide. This hand's going to come on top in the front. Relax. Make your neck nice and light. Breathe in. Like your head was made of helium and it just floats. Turn it over. Could happen. Breathe in, open. This hand is going to scoop under. Step on in. First step out and toss a little frisbee out there. So we're just floating. Breathe in, you drift. And a little exhale. Serving pie, that's what we're doing. 2 loose fists. So, we had too much to drink last night. Put your head on the pillow, those monks. Pull that blanket up over your head. The monk lays his head on the pillow. Breathe in. Head on the pillow. 2 loose fists and pull. So when I was in Germany, apparently the monks invented beer. So it's no wonder they needed to press the snooze button. Head on the pillow. Pull those blankets over your head. The bottom hand is going to give us a scoop. Give us a double swirl. Turn, 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 turn. All the way around. Maybe step in and grab onto the moon. Toss the frisbee. Float it out. Parting that wild mane. Breathe in, drift. And exhale. So if you ever feel like, oh my gosh, I forgot to breathe, just have a big old sigh. 2 loose fists. Lay your head on the pillow and pull those blankets over your head. And then float it back. You can breathe as much as you want. You don't have to wait for me. Right? Breathe in one more time. 2 loose fists. The bottom hand is going to scoop under. Swirl it around. Come to the middle. Hug the big tree. Sink. Give me a little sway side to side. I feel like we should toss in a deer before we get too crazy with all these monks. So a little chi hula. Right? Yes. Pop out your antlers over here. Middle fingers fold in. Float out. Pivot on that foot. Lunge and turn. Back leg is strong as you point that top pinky back. Now when you're ready, breathe in. Lift up. Drift yourself back. Float side to side. Easy peasy. Nothing too crazy. It's early yet. Over here. Middle fingers fold in. Pop out your chi rock star. Foot floats out. Lunge into that front leg. Back leg is strong. Heel is down and you turn. Turn, turn, turn. Go slow. Breathe in, lift. Float back. Drift. Angel wings up to the side. Drift up. Elbows halfway down. Feel how your neck gets so long. Stretch up tall. Straighten your halo and sparkle down to your toes. Open the door. Breathe in. Breathe out. Float up and open wide. This hand is going to scoop under. A little drift. We're going to spread our wings. So this toe will tap. Open up your wings. Take a breath. Take a bow. Needle at the sea bottom. Stretch your toes forward. Stretch your tail feathers back. And then breathe in and float up. This hand's going to scoop. Step on in. Switch sides. Land your crane. Take a breath. Take a bow and reach. See how long you can keep your spine and your leg. Breathe in. Draw yourself up. Switch sides. That first forward bend in the morning, it's always very interesting. Take a breath. Lift up on your belly button. Take your bow. Stretch. Breathe in. Float up. Bring some chi up with you. How about a pigeon? So, no, a rooster. Don't get ahead of yourself. Knee floats up and down. Let's get too excited. Switch sides. Gather it up. Land. Breathe. Remember, lift up on your belly button. Take your bow. Hello. Toes. A scoop of chi. Drifts up. A rooster. Yeah. Press it all into this leg, and this knee just floats. And then down. Switch sides. Gather it up. Land your crane. Take a breath. There's your bow. Yes. Keep that nice long leg. Gather some chi. Lift up. To a rooster first. Sink. And float. And then we find our pigeon. So the knee's going to float up. Flex your foot. Have your ankle above your knee. Hold on to something if you need to. This knee falls open. Maybe you hold on to your foot. And you sit into your invisible chair. Or you hold the invisible wall. That's what you can do too. Can you keep your shoulders relaxed as you sit your bum into your invisible chair? One side will always be more interesting than the other. Float up. What? And a kick. Lower down. Switch sides. Oh, yes. Land your crane. Take a breath. Take a bow. Stretch out that leg again. Hello, toes. Bring up some chi with you. A rooster. So the great thing about wibbly wobbling is that's just your body figuring out where to best place you in space. A pigeon. Float up. Flex your foot. Ankle above the knee. Reach down if you need to. Sit down into your invisible chair. So the more you wibble wobble, the better you'll be able to catch yourself when the world catches you by surprise. Shoulders are relaxed. Stretching out those hips. Get so tight from all our sitting. Float yourself up. A karate kick. Float your leg down. Hug the big tree. Sink. Give me a little tossing of the moon up. So it's kind of like the chi hula. It's just a little higher. A little toss up of the moon. Yes. A little drift up. Look at that top hand. Roll it on back. Grab onto the moon. Step on in. Lift it up over your shoulder. Look on up. Step out and give us a little chop of wood. Palm up in the front. Check your pulse. Sink back into your back leg. Turn, turn, turn. Swing. Swing. Flare those ropes. Step out with a push. And then drop. Let your hands just swing. Toss that moon. Lift. And drift. How much lighter can you be? Check out that top hand. Roll it on back. Grab onto your moon. Maybe step in. Lift it up over your shoulder. Check it out. Hey, up there. Chop a little wood. Front hand goes palm up in the front. Sink back. Turn, 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 turn. Flare those ropes. So hands come over your head. Hands can separate. Step out with a push. Hands are going to drop. Just a little sway, a little tossing of the moon up. And a little ha. Check out that top hand up there. Roll it on back. Grab onto the moon. Lift it up over your shoulder. It's a little twist. It's a little check out. The old monk chops a little wood. Because, winter and all. Palm up. Check your pulse. Sink. Turn, 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 turn. Keep on turning. Flare those robes up over your head. Open it all up. Step out and push. One more time. Drop. A little tossing of the moon. Floats up. And a little ha. How much lighter can you be? Check out that top hand. Roll it on back. Grab onto the moon. Chop that wood. Reach up. Lift up. Step out and chop. Palm up. Check your pulse. Did your fingers freeze off? Sink. Turn. Flare your robes. So see if you can open your elbows a little bit. And then step out and push. And then drop to the center. Palms up. Lift. Hugs. Sink. Oh, look at that. Breathe in. We're gonna do some more monks. Sink. Go back to your tossing of the moon. Lift. And float. Almost forgot one of our monks. So still tossing our moon. This time when you come on up, make 2 loose fists and maybe lift a knee. Only if you feel like it. Sink. Does your Fitbit know you're moving? Try to trick it to think you're still sleeping. And soften, sink. 2 loose fists, maybe your knee lifts a little higher. Maybe your shoulders can be a little more relaxed. Maybe. Approach it with a maybe. Now, do you feel like unfurling your flag? So knee floats up. And a little kick, maybe. And sink. Knee floats up. Really lift up on your belly button to help you. Take my word for it. It's going to help. Knee floats up. A kick or not a kick. Sink. Relax. Yes. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Let's do a couple more. How do you stay warm in the winter? We just raise a few flags. Sink. And kick. And then let the arms float down. Lift, palms up, chi bubbles. Float up into the air. Turn your palms over. Stroke your fingers down through the air. Can you feel the chi? Float up. Gather in. Wrap your arms around all this goodness. Sink. Open the door. Breathe in. Breathe out. Float up and hug that giant cranberry. Arms are going to drift up into the air. Feel your shoulder blades tip down. Maybe it's a giant chocolate pie. Tip over. Just make sure you can still breathe and that your heart keeps shining forward. So, yeah, breathe in. Come on up. If you use that strong cast iron corset, that'll help support everything. Tipping over. Feel that nice curve. You can still breathe, of course. Lift up these toes. Point them out. Tip over and just slow, slow, slow. Start to feel your weight shift. Maybe this arm reaches down. Maybe this arm reaches up. Maybe this back leg starts to float up into a floating half moon-ish. Whoop. Come on back to the center. Foot in, other foot out. Start just slow to see where that balance point is. And then start to expand and stretch your float. Bigger and bigger and bigger. Ish. Come on up. Whew. Hey, Paul. Drop the shoulders. Hands float down in front. Big. When you're balancing, float up, hug the big tree. Don't hold your breath, but I understand what you do. Sink it down. Float up, Buddha belly. Scoop up all this goodness. We've got lots of goodness in our lives. Look what we're doing right here. We're doing a little Tai Chi together. Float up and give it a little heart kiss. Sink down. Over the top. Gather it all up. Press down all this gratitude, all this awesomeness, all this love, all this chi goodness. Float up to the heart. Make a little diamond shape with your hands. And send your Care Bear stare. Send your thankfulness, send your love out into the world. All the way from your toes. Stretch it out. Take a breath. And then let it go. Arms float up. Hug the big tree. Sinking it down. Cross the wrists at the bottom. Throw some of that goodness up into the air. Up. And then just drifts. Do that again. Cross. Big circle as long as your shoulders say yes. Open. The next one is just shoulder high. Drift it up. Hands float apart. One foot steps in. A little bow for my friends. Dun, da, da. Happy early Thanksgiving. Since it's, well, you know, or late Thanksgiving if you're in Canada.
It's just one day early.
Just one day early.
Tomorrow.
Right?
Yeah.
How's everybody in Facebook land doing? How's everybody over here doing?
Feeling great. Thank you, Heather.
Awesome. Awesome. So we're like, now that it's like November, we're like charging headfirst into the holidays. Like, it'll be over before you know it. Really. Like, let's be serious. Every year we're like, oh my goodness.
Next week we'll be the last
It's
day.
better late than never, my friends. Tyson, no worries. And besides, you can always go and watch it again and again and again. Right? And I was gone the last, was I gone? I was only gone for 1 week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Phew. I was gone for 2 of my full length classes. That's why I was like, So, but now it's like we're into our routine again, and we're just going to keep flowing because what's our other options, right?
Right.
We send thankfulness for every day we wake up. I wake up and go, wow, that's so great. Right? Because the option is pretty crap. Well, who knows? It might not be crappy. I just prefer this option right now. And I've got a lot to do in this particular incarnation of my life. I've got a lot of plans, my friends. Got a lot of plans. So I've got to make sure that I stay healthy and I keep grooving. And you know what my guidelines are for that, right?
Yeah.
1, do something every day. Diane, you kill me. Do something every day that makes you happy. What's good for your immune system? Find someone to hug. And, you know, I know colds and flus, even the regular ones are going around, so turn your head away. And number 3, just keep going. Just keep flowing. Right? Exactly.
I got my cold flu last week, so I'm here.
You're good. Yeah. We just keep doing what we do. That's what we do. My friends, love for all of you guys for hanging out with me. And keep taking care of yourselves. Everybody.
You too. You
Right?
too.
I'll see you next week.
Bye, Colin.
Bye. Bye, Diane. I'll see you later.
Bye, Heather.
The Zoom room. Thanks, Colin, Paul, Tyson, anybody else hanging out there that I can't see your names. Have an amazing, amazing day. I will see you next week. Peace, friends.